Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Taylor Lauren here. I have baby B with me. We just nursed and we're burping, so I'm kind of multitasking here. Um, in today's, oh, good burp, mama, good burp. In today's video, I wanted to chat with you guys about planning for maternity leave, specifically the financial side of things. If you are low to middle class income, my husband and I are, and I think that the maternity leave aspect and kind of how to get the time with baby while still staying afloat and paying bills is something that's often overlooked in the pregnancy journey, specifically postpartum. There are lots of things, lots of expenses that come with having a baby, and your maternity leave is a part of that. So I just kind of wanted to share with you all kind of what my husband and I did and give you some tips, and hopefully it will help you as you are planning for your maternity leave. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so just to kind of give you guys a background about like my husband and I, like we're middle class. We're not like in poverty, but we're not like super duper rich yet. Um, and when we found out we were pregnant earlier this year, only one of us was working. And then during the summer, we both transitioned to new jobs. So we knew that any maternity leave or paternity leave that we would get would be unpaid because we have both been on our jobs for less than a year by the time Blair got here 3 weeks ago in November. So I think the main thing for us is we already had an established budget where we pretty much live off of one income and save the other income. So we knew that we would be able to survive off of my husband's new income while I am on maternity leave for 6 weeks unpaid. So I think that's the first tip, is to already have an established budget so you know how much money you'll need. Obviously, if you can save, as soon as you find out that you're pregnant, start stashing away, a month's worth or 2 months worth, or however long your maternity leave is going to be. If your emergency fund is already in a good place, you could even pull that money from your emergency fund. For my husband and I, because we were living off of one income during a pandemic or post-COVID or what have you, we didn't really have a whole bunch of room to save because only one of us was working due to the pandemic. But now that both of us are working, by the grace of God, we have a little more wiggle room. So if you already have an established budget, you can start stashing those funds away, and start saving. Like as soon as you find out you're pregnant, like as soon as you get that positive pregnancy test, put away whatever you can, whether that's $50 a week or $100 a week, even if it's just $20 a week or $5. Every little bit counts. So the next couple tips that I'm going to give you are for if you don't necessarily have the money to start saving and stashing up for your maternity leave. These are the other things that you can do that we did, because we weren't in a position when we found out we were pregnant to necessarily save as much as we wanted to save. So the first thing is be minimal parents. When you find out that you're pregnant, it's very easy to start buying up any and everything. Of course, you need the necessities, but be minimal. There are a lot of things on the baby market, and not all of them are a necessity. So really, you okay, mommy? You listening? You watching me? Yeah. So really figure out the type of parent that you want to be, and what is going to be a necessity for your child. Because you don't need the fanciest crib, you don't need the fanciest bottle warmer or wipe warmer or what have you. So my husband and I we were pretty minimal before we became parents, and we really wanted to stick to that when we had her. So do your best to not buy up any and everything, because that money that you're not spending can be stashed away, and it can go towards the necessities, or it can go towards your maternity leave stash. And the second thing is accept the financial help. If you have a good support system, people are going to want to do for you and buy you things, and A part of that is the financial help. We've, by the grace of God, had so many family and friends say, what do you need? Like, are y'all okay financially, and all those types of things. So if people want to buy you food, you know, accept the food. If they want to pay a bill, accept that as well. Make sure that, you know, you're not being opposed, or make sure you're open to the financial help as that also comes with having a baby. People are going to want to run errands for you and bring over stuff when they come see the baby, and there may be some financial help that comes with that as well. So you're falling asleep. So be open to that, and take that into consideration too. The third thing is side hustle. My maternity leave is 6 weeks, and I'm already in my third week. But I have been going to consignment shops. I've been teaching online. I have been coaching and my pageant consulting business. So if you're not working during your maternity leave, try to find something to keep you busy where you can still make a little bit of money on the side, even if it's something that you can do during your pregnancy. While I was working, I collected a little bit of overtime when it was offered, things like that. So any opportunity to make some extra money that is, you know, within reason, go ahead and take that, and then try to get into some side hustles on your maternity leave, if you're able to do so, and if, you know, it's not detrimental to your health or anything like that. And the final tip that I have for y'all is honestly just to trust in God's provision. Um, our Lord is a provider. He never fails. He gives us what we need and then some. So even if, you know, you're in transition, or you're not sure how you're going to pay for this or pay for that, or how you're going to bring this child into the world, if you're not sure, you know, where the next diapers are going to come from, just really trust in God's provision, and leave that all at the Lord's feet, and He will provide for you. I know when I, you know, was pregnant, and when we first found out only one of us was working, and I was like, you know, how are we going to do this? And it was something that I was really worried about, because I like to plan, and as women, we like to feel financially secure and all that good stuff, and it was just really something that I had to pray about, and just, you know, ask God to relieve me of that worry and to provide. And He has provided, and He will continue to provide. So y'all, I hope that these tips were helpful. If you are worried about how you're gonna get through your pregnancy and your maternity leave financially, and I hope that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and engage with us in the comments down below, and we will see you guys in the next video.